Yeah, it's me again. 10 video reviews. Why? Because I wanted to fill a little bit of time because I was doing a bunch of computer stuff and my brain was kind of warped and so I said, okay, yeah, I'll watch some Vloggerhead videos. Well, that was sort of a mistake. Anyway. Alright, so 10 videos I saw had a lot of Zen in them, and Miss V, I guess, having a little fight about being judgmental. And so, even though it's before the other videos, I did go back and see it just for fairness. You know, some sort of Mrs. V, think like a cop kind of video. And, you know, as soon as, you know, when this woman starts with the Zen sweetie stuff, ugh. Boy, does that shrivel you right up. Being a mom, you know, she's kind of proud of having a cop mentality. So sorry, no, none of that doesn't tingle. No tingling going on. You know, it just doesn't tingle me much. So yeah, well, no points on that video. No points. Sorry, no points for that one. So anyway, Matt Hawks did some sort of elephant graveyard thing. You know, posted some song that him and somebody else did, I guess, or whatever. And yeah, I mean, if you like, you know, grating and obnoxious music, it was pretty good. You know, and spooky little visuals and such. You know, no, but you know, it was good. But yeah, yeah, this really wasn't what I was in the mood for right at the moment. Just kind of. Yeah, I'm a little depressed. You know, no cigarettes. My hair is, I don't know what it's doing, but it just isn't doing anything right anymore. So I'm feeling a little down, and so that video didn't do me much good. You know, it's just kind of loud and obnoxious. I was never a big fan of loud and obnoxious, even when I had good hair. But with bad hair, I just can't take it. So anyway, back to Zen. Yep, think like a cop video, responding to responses of the response on being judgmental. You know, they were judgmental of the drunk guys, I guess. They made a couple videos shaving their head and shit, you know, mohawks and whatnot. I didn't watch the videos. I mean, you know, obviously you just look at the icon and say, oh yeah, okay, some, you know, bubbas being bubbas. And so the hell with that. And so Zen went through this whole, I don't know, he's an ex-cop, I don't know what the hell he is, but he walks wide around corners and stuff to avoid getting, I don't know, what, exactly. Yeah, so I guess that's good. Gotta watch yourself a little, I suppose. You know, there's evildoers out there, and they'll do you some evil if you're not a little bit suspicious. But, then again, the other guy, I'll jump one video ahead. The OMV guy, I don't know what his name is, I forget. Something like Hugh or something. I don't know, some kind of English American guy. Kind of big guy. But anyway, you know, he did something about paranoia and how we're all paranoid, and they had to call the cops because somebody was walking in a dog park, but they weren't walking a dog. And, you know, but see, there's the weird thing, you know, because that's the two sides of the story, you know, is you really don't want to live your life being paranoid, and, you know, but you don't want to be stupid either. But I think you sort of know, you know, I think you know, like, where you're safe and where you're not safe. I think you sort of know. But anyway, whatever, it's probably worth conversation a little bit, maybe, possibly, I don't know, maybe. So anyway, in between those videos, this is Saint Lenny Bruce. I haven't seen her before, I don't think. Kind of wacky. Yeah, she's got some brains, at least one or two or three or four of them in there. Talking about how she became an atheist in the Zeitgeist movie, and she did a pretty good little imitation of Heidi, which was kind of funny. But yeah, that video was kind of all over the place. She's rewriting the Bible. You know, putting in the legal terminology, whereases and such. Supposedly, possibly, maybe, kind of, it might have been, sort of, could have, maybe, possibly been things. But anyway, it just was a little loopy. So, yeah, it was different. So, yeah, definitely points for that video. Just for the weirdness factor. I mean, you know, strange facts. But, you know, those aren't really good terms. Bizarre? No, that's not a good term either. Interesting, that's the fucking word I'm looking for. Yeah, it was interesting. So, I don't know what to make of it, but it was interesting, sort of, kind of. Anyway, so moving on to Dark Horse videos. There was a couple by this Dark Horse thing, in beds, I think. One of them. Well, anyway. All right. One of them was a samurai, John Ain't Samurai, or John Ain't Posse, or something. I didn't get it. It just flew right the frig over my head. I didn't get any, not even that much of it did I get. Yeah, I remember the clip from the movie, but I just didn't get it. I don't know what the hell it was saying. So, you know, really, I guess it's not much point. You know, I already seen the movie, and it really wasn't the best clip from the movie. I mean, no one got their head sliced off or nothing. So, yeah, no points for that video. Then again, 14 friggin' minutes. It was titled to the OMV guy. So at least, you know, he might have just said, don't watch this or it'll make you insane. Could have put that in the title too. But, yeah, I'll give him credit. He did say to that guy about the eBay stuff. So anyway, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just kind of jumped ahead. And he was just talking about the flutes he bought on eBay and shit. And he was a power seller. And it was eBay is cool. And so it was like kind of a commercial for eBay. Which is fine. eBay's, you know, I have eBayed. And is adequate. You know, the selling thing, though, I don't know how you stand it. Putting shit in packages and sending it out. Oh, have to pay me real money to do that crap. So where was I? Yeah, so anyway, too long a video. And Zen's really big on these flute thingies. I didn't know he's a flute guy. I really don't like flutes much. My sister used to play the flute, but I didn't care for it. That pan flute I kind of like, you know, that you know, like, you know, Clint Eastwood movie kind of flute. That's okay, but the rest of the flutes you could probably all throw them in the garbage. But it's just me, you know. I'm just not a kind of person. Yeah, it's not like a piccolo or something. But anyway, it really doesn't matter. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, no, don't watch. Could have been put on the video. Anyway, Mrs. V came back again with some kind of shit the fuck up, you Zen bastard, you. So he was a honey before, and then he's a bastard, or whatever he was. And she was bitching again. Those guys was, you know, high as a 13-year-old girl's breast is. You know, she has all these little southern lingoes, you know, all that little kind of whatever talk, you know, that kind of slob English. Yeah, whatever. It gets a little bit tired. I live down the south. I was raised down there. Didn't like it much. Just glad to get the fuck out of there. A lot of crazy motherfuckers down there. Yes, sir. So anyway, moving on. No offense to the southern folks, but yeah, you're out of your fucking minds. Retards. Yeah, there's a lot of retards in the Northeast. Don't get me wrong. You know, they're not all civilized up here either. But that's just because we let people migrate up here from the south. Big mistake. But then I wouldn't have got here if they didn't let people migrate. So, never mind. No social commentary involved whatsoever. Alright, then Frank made some revolution video. Bunch of screen captures. I don't get it. You know, and then there was like Frank and then Ishi guy, and he's like the Ish monster, and if it wasn't for Ish, we wouldn't have got the democracy. But theoretically, it's still Renato, because if Renato didn't just appoint Ish, you know, I don't know if it would have mattered if he appointed almost anybody. I don't know, you know. I mean, democracy or no, you know, I mean, it's either democracy or it ain't democracy. So, you know, I don't think it's Ish's fault. I mean, he was like the worst, not the worst. I mean, he could have picked somebody worse, maybe, possibly. Can't think of anybody offhand that would look more, you know, military or undesirable. Just in authority. You know, he has that respect my authority kind of attitude. You know, he comes at you from angle. I'm angling at you. I'm angling. And stuff. So, you know, he's kind of spooky. So, point taken, I suppose, but a minute and 40 seconds. Yeah, whatever. You could just say, I don't like ish. You know, ish smish, the Wicked Witch is dead, something like that. I don't know, whatever. Then there was that, whatever, that stupid Nocturnal Avenger guy, who looks like that other guy. But anyway, just his hand was talking, so it was just a complete waste of time there. Just no point at all. And then there was some YouTube. Oh yeah, there's this old video of Renetto and Perry and some other guy and Tom, all talking about how they're going to take over the, create the new YouTube-y thing, or the community tube thing. And yeah, I don't know. To me, the community thing is, I don't know if that's really what you're. I mean, YouTube is. I mean, really, YouTube could work if you just had some way to connect things. If there was this coherent organization of the content, I suppose it could work. But it's the whole idea that they feature crap, and that they want they want the short video, million views kind of videos, and they don't really want people talking to each other, because that's not good for business. It just doesn't fit the model. I mean, you want pages to refresh and new ads and more ads, and you don't get that if somebody's listening to a half-hour video. So it's got to be a different kind of model, business model thing, to do this conversational video sort of thing. I don't know, it's really hard because Blip is really focused on the show idea, and that doesn't go anywhere either, because most people's shows suck. You're not gonna watch them every week. Well, some of them are good though. But again, it's still the same problem, is how do you interrupt the show? You don't want to screw around. You don't want to go back to commercials. I mean, you really don't want to put commercials in the middle of videos. So you got to come up with some kind of mechanism to make it work. And this community thing, I think might work, is if you have a whole bunch of people together, and then maybe you could do something with those numbers, something more not more aggressive advertising, but more kind of like complete. Like we'd all buy something, like we get a deal. You get like 150 or 200 people together, and you all buy like the same camera, or you all buy, you know what I mean? Like buying in the group would be good, not only for, it would finance what you're doing, but at the same time you'd get a decent deal on something directly from the manufacturer, So that kind of model I think could work, but somebody's got to make that happen, and it's it just doesn't look like anybody's going to do that. So anyway, yeah, it's all done. 10. I threw in the extra 111, and I did see a couple other videos, but can't think of what they were. Oh yeah, the guy, with the father's doing better. And he was talking about education and how we shouldn't be spending money on all this sports and all this other crap. And yeah, it's a good subject. I don't think we should be spending. I think we should just do the grammar school thing, teach them how to read, write, and arithmetic kind of stuff, and then just let them loose on the internet, and just say, here, pass a GED, and we'll give you 50 grand. Let's get rid of the whole friggin' infrastructure and just do tutoring online. If people need extra help or they need this or need that. And for the babysitting thing, you could do that locally. Just have like 10 kids at everybody's house, and then they just migrate different houses or something if people need babysitters. But really, I shouldn't be taxed out of my house to finance this, educational industrial complex. It's just a fucking prison anyway. I hated school. It didn't do me any goddamn good. I learned more the first year I was out of school than I ever learned in school. So don't have nothing good to say about that whole shithole process. Put the carrots, the incentives, the educational incentives in front of the students, Quit paying people to try to shove information into people's heads, and instead pay the people to put it in there themselves. That's the way to go, I think. So anyway, this is probably more than enough. Sorry, I'm not really charming. My eyes are drifting. Don't like living without cigarettes. It's really as dismal. I got no cigarettes. I got bad hair. I don't really like the color of this shirt. Yeah, nothing's really great. But I'm not in Haiti, so I shouldn't complain about anything. I should be. Oh man, I'm not in Haiti. Oh God, I'm not in Haiti. I'm not in Haiti. Yeah, really should be, but no, I still think I belong on the better planet. So I'm still a little bit jaded, or whatever the right word is. I'm still like, nah, this is too sloppy. I don't like it here. This is like the Haiti of the universe, but at least it's not the Haiti of the Haiti, or something like that. You get my drift anyway, right? Yeah, I think you got it. Yeah. Now it's way too much of a video. I was too much of a video. Now I'm way too much of a video. And I'm got the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. I just don't know how I'm going to live without my cigarettes. Just don't know how I'm going to do it. Nope. Just nope. Sorry. Yeah, it's just too depressing to contemplate.